Hello guys, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be teaching you how to draft a pattern of waistcoat. But before then, let me just remind you of our promise. I said I was going to teach you how to sew a suit once we get to 8,000 subscribers. And thank you so much. You're already at the 217, I guess, at the time of making this video. So I'm going to teach you how to make this suit once we get to 8,000 subscribers. But then let's get into this business. Okay, so the first thing you're going to do is to draw your vertical and horizontal lines. But because I'm using a paper is already straight, I'm going to draw a mark 3 inches on this side, because what I'm teaching you how to draft is a lapel waistcoat. That is a waistcoat that has a lapel. So I'm going to draw 3 inches from this, the horizontal part of my material, and I'll also draw 3 inches from the top. But the reason I'm drawing this 3 inches is because of its lapel. If it doesn't have a lapel, there will be no need for these 3 inches. I'm going to start my measurement right from the edge of my material. So that's basically it. So we are going to have a box frame where all our measurement is going to fall in. So our chest, to get the width of our measurement, we are going to divide the chest into 4, and then we add 2.5 inch. In this case, that's 41 divided by 2 plus 2.5 inches. So that's how to get the width of our box frame. And remember, I told you a box frame is where our measurement is going to fall in. It's the same method you are going to use for a suit, even though the calculations for a suit is quite different and a little bit complicated than this. So for the top also, since it's a lapel waistcoat, we are going to mark out 3 inches from the top and rule the line. And again, if it was just a normal waistcoat that doesn't have a lapel, there will be no need for these extra inches I'm leaving by the side and by the top. So for my length of the waistcoat, I'm going to get the full length, and then I'll add an inch to the full length. So in my case, the length of this waistcoat is 25 inches. Then I'll add 1 inch to it. That makes 26. So I will rule my line. So as you can see, that's my box frame, and that's where all my measurement is going to fall into. And let me remind you, to get the width of the box frame, you divide your chest by 4 and you add 2.5. Then to get the height of the box frame, your length, then you add 1 inch. And then I said the reason why I'm leaving these 3 inches by the side and by the top is because it's a lapel waistcoat, and what I mean by that is that the waistcoat has a lapel. So the next thing I'm going to do is my shoulder. I'm going to divide the shoulder by 2, and I'm not going to add any allowance to it, any sewing allowance to it. Then I'll go down by 2 inches. Then for my neck, vertical neck, I'm going to mark 3.5. I'm going to mark 3.5, and then I will roll down my slant, my shoulder slant, like that. Beautiful. So that's my shoulder. So the next thing I want to do is to get the depth of my waistcoat. But before I do that, I'll first of all get the depth. I'll first of all get my neck as though I was going to sew a kaftan or a shirt or a t-shirt. So to do that, I'll first of all use a pencil to draw it, to show you that I actually don't need to draw this, but for the sake of explanation, I'm going to draw it. So this is how my neck is going to be, as though if I was sewing a t-shirt. So the depth of my waistcoat is going to start from that mark, that depth of neck. So the depth of this waistcoat is 10. So it's going to start from that point. Then I'll mark my 10. Then I'll connect this 10 to our neck, our vertical neck. Like that. So you can see that's the waistcoat that doesn't have a lapel, but because we want a lapel, we left a space for it. We are going to see how to achieve that towards the end of the video. So the next thing I'm going to do now is to get the bottom of my waistcoat. But there are 3 types of bottom. There is one that is box, then there's one that is curved, then there's another one that is there's one that is box, then there's one that is curved like that, then there's another one that is the one we're about to do now. To do that, the one we're about to do now, you're going to mark out 3 inches by this side and then 3 inches upwards. Then we'll connect the 2 lines like that. Then we'll go to the back and we go up by 1.5 inch and then we connect it. Beautiful. So that's it. So again guys, thank you guys for subscribing. If you're a new visitor to this channel, please subscribe so that we can move quickly and start our suit tutorial. So the next thing I want to do next is to get my armhole, and to do that I'm going to measure my muzzle, the muzzle of the client or customer. We are going to divide it by 2 and add 1.5 to it. That's 1.5, and the 1.5 is going to start from the top line, not from the slanted shoulder, from the main top line, 7.5, and I'll add 1.5. And please, you have to pardon me, in this case I forgot to add the 1.5, but you should just put at the back of your mind that you're supposed to add 1.5 to the muzzle divided by 2. Then to get the stomach line, the tummy line, you're going to have 6 inches from the bust or chest line. That will be your tummy line, and it's the same way you're cutting a native or a shirt. 6 inches from your bust line is going to give you a tummy line. So that's my chest line, and then this is my tummy line. Perfect, tummy line. And then that's my full length line. So to get my chest, of course I said we divide it by 4, which is 41. That's 10 1/4. Then we add 2.5, and that's the whole of the box. Okay, but before then, let's draw our armhole. We'll just create a curve. Of course, this curve is not perfect yet. The reason is because we didn't curve it very well to get our armhole. The reason is because at the end of the day, we're going to get a dart. So after the dart, we can reshape our armhole. So the tummy is 35. We divide it by 4, and then we add 2.5, just like we did to the chest. So 35 divided by 4 plus 2.5, just like we did to the chest. Then we can use our French curve to rule out our markings. So as a tailor, you really need this tool I'm using. It's called the French curve. You will need it, especially when we get to suit and pattern drafting. You need a French curve, like you can't escape that. So this is our waistcoat. Assuming it is not a lapel waistcoat, this is how it looks like. But then what we are doing is a lapel waistcoat, so we are going to make use of our extra 3 inches I left by the top and by the side. So you can see I left 3 inches for the lapel by the side and by the top. So to get the lapel, we are going to fold that line, that slanted line. We are going to fold it like so. The reason why we're folding it like this so that we can draw our lapel to the shape we want it to look like, as you can see. So there is no I can't teach you how to do this. You just have to use your free hand to get it. There is no formula to this part. You just have to draw what you want on your waistcoat. So that's it. You can see my lapel is now out, and I've made use of my 3 inches and my 3 inches by this side and my 3 inches at the top. So that's our waistcoat. Our waistcoat is now out. You can see that to cut a waistcoat is quite easy. And like I said earlier, it's like the easiest thing to do. It's like the easiest work to do in suit family, because waistcoat is part of the suit family. It's the easiest work to do. So to get our dart, it's going to start 2 inches from that sharp edge. Now you just draw a line upwards. My ruler is not so straight. Yeah, it's not straight, so let me correct it. Perfect. Then you connect a curve to that side. This dart is called a princess dart. It's called a princess dart. So guys, please subscribe to my channel and share it, and please don't forget to give me a thumbs up whenever you watch my videos. So our pockets, there is no fixed size for a pocket for a waistcoat. It depends on the size of the waistcoat you are sewing. So for this one, I'm putting 5 inches. Also, the height of the height of the waistcoat is not fixed, as it depends on the size, on the length, the full length of the waistcoat. So that's my princess dart, and you can see that's how to cut your waistcoat. It's that easy. The next thing we're going to do is to cut the facing. I know I've done this tutorial before, but then it's not as detailed as this one, and I've shown you already how to sew, how to cut and how to sew a waistcoat. So you might need to go back and watch it. Then you can continue to this one. Or after watching this, you go back and watch how to sew a waistcoat, and you can see that's pretty easy. So guys, that's about it. The rest of the facing is going to be lining, which I've explained on how to sew the waistcoat. So that's about this video. Thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day.